I'm sorry. Did you say cutting off inches of your manhood?
That's what Mike Vrable said he would do.
And you said it was 2.5 inches?
That's the line.
What if he doesn't have 2.5 inches to begin with?
Set. I think there's an assumption that Mike Vrable, of all people.
You call him Vrable? You said that. I would never say that. Jeez.
The bet was for the under on 2.5, though.
Now, see, the thing with the Stephon Diggs and the receptions,
yes.
The baby mamas thing is a moving target. That is always changing with him.
Right.
So by the time kickoff happens, it might be 9 receptions that he needs to be more than the baby
there's
mama.
also one you can bet on whether he'll propose to Cardi B, who he's reportedly dating, after the game, contingent the Patriots win. There's a lot you can bet on.
This is the sort of hard-hitting analysis people come to us for.
What are the odds that he would propose?
I don't remember. I would have to look. I talked to Dave Mason yesterday, and he said, obviously some of these are just for fun, but the odds, sometimes there's data, like the Gatorade ones and the Anthem, and other times he threw out 2.5 inches over under.
Does Sean Kemp have the baby mama record?
I don't know. I get uncomfortable talking about this. What people do in their personal life is their personal life. I don't, as far as the baby mama, I don't know. It's that's a lot. Thanks, Two Cuts.
Yeah, of course.
Interesting.
Emphasis on the cuts, huh?
Yeah, right.
Well, how would they come to a determination?
I don't know
on this.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I think like Two Cuts said, it's just kind of maybe done in jest that you throw that number out there. There's nothing that ensures a Super Bowl win, certainly not cutting off part of your manhood.
But Vrable stepped into that, though. He said it. He answered the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a stupid question and you get a stupid response to it, right? What would you risk? I'd cut off, my junk.
Yeah,
if it meant I won a Super Bowl. Yeah,
I don't
obviously you're not going to do it. Nobody's going to hold you to it.
I don't have any to lose, so no, I'm not taking the bet.
I mean, it's kind of like when Doug does the Karsch casino, when somebody says the line's going to get killed by 45. So Doug will say right away, okay, so you'll give me the lines plus 45? And most of the time people are like, well, no. And then why would you say they're going to lose by 45? You don't believe it?
Exactly.
You throw it right back at them. I think this is something you just let go. But I don't know. That is wild. That is wild stuff. Also wild stuff is the story that's going on in the Olympics about the ski jumpers, that there is a controversy that is being investigated whether or not ski jumpers are, how do we put this delicately? Or just, I guess, say it, what they're doing. They're injecting their penis with some sort of acid to enlarge the girth for the purpose of getting extra flight while ski jumping, because for some reason, I guess it creates more of a parachute in that area that they say gives them an unfair advantage of perhaps adding a couple extra meters to the flight. Did I say that correctly?
That was the stat of the day.
Okay. Lots of questions.
The stat of the day. We're really setting the bar around here, aren't we?
That's the Greg Hargrave stat of the day. Lots of questions about this. How did you find that out in the first place? And I can't imagine that the first thing you thought of is, hey, let me inject myself down there and see if I can get an extra meter or two on my ski jump. I would imagine that maybe this just comes about like in practice, like, hey, I don't know what's going on down there, but I can't control it right now. It's just really excited. And then you notice that you were able to get an extra couple meters, and then you go, wait a minute. When I was thinking about Sydney Sweeney, I was actually able to get the extra meter. When I wasn't, I didn't. And then the thought process goes, is that how this goes?
The physics of this don't make sense. If it weighs more, wouldn't that weigh you down? Now, I've often said the third leg is the wind beneath my wings. Okay, I've often said this. But in this respect, I don't understand the physiology of growth means you fly further.
Because I guess what it is that it creates down there, it's almost like a webbed foot, right? If you got the webbed...
What are you doing?
Exactly. This shot creates bat wings?
What? Yes, because if you were to try to jump off a building and without any wings, right? You're just jumping up, you're going to fall flat down, right? But if you jump off and you've got something that's able to catch some extra air, like
I don't understand the
wings,
physiology of this. There is no part of my manhood that can fan out.
This is why they talk about this is not the length, it's the girth, I guess, that this acid affects it in a way that you're getting wider. And if you're getting wider and your ski jumping suit then gets a little puffier, so you're able to glide and extend the flight just a meter or two more, it gives you the advantage. I think it's ridiculous.
But you guys are going to think Gator and I are just making some ridiculous stuff up. No, this is a legitimate
real
story that is out there right now. The title is Penis Gate at the Olympics. How juvenile. Why inject acid into your penis, and what are the health risks?
Right. What are the ramifications? If I'm injecting acid down there? Now, I would assume this is acid that's probably already in your body to begin with, and it just, over time it'll do something. I don't know. Is this a new live read opportunity for Jeff Rieger? I don't understand.
I think it is.
What's happening?
He's got a New Year's resolution coming up.
So is this your interpretation of it, or is this the actual science behind Gator that you just
No, this
explained?
is what I thought I read about this, is that the
Okay.
thought behind it was that it gives you extra
Flight?
it gives you extra flight because of being able to fan things out a little bit
Come
more.
on, this is what
Yes.
you read?
If you become Girth Brooks, you fly longer. Okay? You do. Now, what are the risks? Injecting a penis with hydroloric acid carries significant risk, including penile pain. You think so?
Right.
Poor cosmesis, which is disfigurement. Well, that's the flapping that you're talking about. Deformity, yes. Infection, also yes. Inflammation, sensory change, sexual dysfunction. In rare instances, infection can spread to cause gangrene and loss of the penis.
So I don't know who in the right mind would do this for the extra.
Yeah, but Gator, the
meter?
pros, those are the cons. The pros are you might meddle.
Well, I get right. I might meddle. Right. Good God. Because I would think that there are other ways to achieve that without having to inject the area.
Now, you're a golf guy. Kenny wanted me to ask you
Well,
this.
this is wild, going from golfing to okay.
Well, because something that you might relate to more than Winter
Yeah.
Olympics is, would you do something like this to gain an extra 50 yards in your drive?
So, like, the topic that I had out of this ridiculous proposition and this ridiculous investigation, it's not, hey, would you inject your penis? It's not that. The topic is, though, what lengths have you gone to get an edge in sports, period?
Lengths, pun intended.
Well, it wasn't, but I like I'm not going to say where your head's at. That's different. But yeah, so you're asking me, like, what would I do to get the edge in golf? I mean, I'm not going to take steroids to become add distance to my drive, right? I'm not injecting my body with any of that stuff. With golf, it's about the equipment, I guess. And as I get older, I certainly don't hit the ball as long as my equipment's fine. Thank you for asking. I don't hit the ball as long as I used to, but I still hit it just fine. But it's about the golf club you're going to use. Okay, as you get older, do you go with a more whippy club because you don't have the strength anymore with the stiff shaft?
But what injection would help you get more holes in ones?
Yeah, there's nothing there, man. But as far as the advantage that you can gain, like, what's the edge? Have you done anything in sports that gives you that edge? Like, some guys will get LASIK surgery, or women, whatever. Athletes will get LASIK surgery. Some people take different kinds of pills they can take that has them focusing more. I remember hearing stories about fighter pilots that would take the different, I forget what the pill is, they would take that has them laser focused. And I'm not against that for a military. If it's going to make them better fighter pilots, do that. But in sports, how far do you go to become better? What's the length that you would go to?
Are we still talking about
extreme?
sports? Are we talking about something else?
We're talking about sports.
Because the puns are just dripping.
I know. And we can all have fun with the puns, but keep it in line with sports.
We have had baseball players inject themselves with cattle steroids. So there is a great line. We have been told our entire lives that size matters, and I'm here to tell you that less is more after reading this story. Less is more. I will settle for my few inches and I'll be good to go.
Well, you're not going to medal, apparently.
Absolutely not.
But I don't know. I can't believe that people are doing this anyway. Like, again, when it comes to the ski jumping thing, where this story is ridiculous, like, couldn't you, like, are you allowed to wear a cup as protection for when, if and when you fall in a ski jump? And if you are, does the cup do the same thing? It creates that same bulge in that area, which is more aerodynamic or helps with the flight or whatever. I would have to assume that it would, but maybe it's against the rules. You can't wear a cup.
I'm convinced that you think this shot allows your package to grow wings.
No, I think that what the shot does is it adds girth, and the girth is adding to the surface area of the material that you're wearing to give you more flight. I think that's what they think it does, and apparently it does, because that's why they're doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you do this? Would you inject yourself to win a medal?
What's the crazy thing you've done in sports to give yourself the edge in any sport? 248-539-9797. This is 97.1.